Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a video on my channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Women's Database 2.0 mod for Football Manager 2018. So in the description below, there will be a link to this Steam page. I suggest you go on it. It's from a guy called FM Guru, and it is a database for FM. So this database will obviously be the women's game of football. Now, I must say before we begin, I'm not a massive knowledgeable person when it comes to women's football, although I have watched women's football in the past. I recently watched Wales versus Italy when Italy won 3-0. They were playing in the Cyprus Cup. I also watched some of the women's games in the Olympics a few years ago. I also watched a little bit of the Women's World Cup when England finished third. So I know a little bit about women's football. I know some of the footballers, like, for example, for Wales, I know the best Welsh player is Jessie Fishlock. I think she's got like 101 caps for Wales, so I know a little bit about it, but I'm not a massively knowledgeable person. I'm more of a casual kind of fan from afar. But this mod is pretty good. I'm going to go into it in a second, but first let me just read a little bit about what it actually says on the database by here. So there's over 300 new players that have been added in this version, so there's over 1,000 players in total. The non-player numbers are still a bit low, but more have been added. It's got the English top 2 tiers, which are now fully playable, with the promotion and relegation place created between the now renamed FA Women's Super League 1 and 2. We've got the Conti Cup and the FA Cup, which has also been introduced to this mod. There's over 400 English-based players now existing on the game, with other high-profile English players also included. It has the 2 tiers in Scotland as well. It also has the American teams as well. It has, it says it by here, approximately 75 NWSL players have been added, along with some promising players currently at the US university teams. Wolfsburg, Bayern, Lyon and Paris Saint-Germain players head the list in what totals 200 players added to the database who ply their trade outside the UK, with most of them either elite players or British nationals who play abroad. Club reputations have also been sorted out as well, while they've also added the correct coefficient stand-ins to give an even more realistic feel to the database. And basically, like Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, they got pretty good women's teams, so they're up there towards the top, whereas in the men's game it's like Real Madrid, Juventus, etc. In women's football, it's teams from Sweden, Denmark, they're up there basically. There's a Facebook link by here, and there's also a Twitter. I suggest following these links, guys, for updates. And if you're anybody that has experience with this sort of thing and would like to lend a hand, I'm pretty sure they'd appreciate it, so go over there and check them out on those links. But what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to make a nice little transition into the database itself. Okay, guys, so when you're setting up a game now, just go down and it'll be here, Women's Database 2.0. I've got all these other leagues here, but I'm not going to obviously show them because this is for the women's game and this is the women's mod. So you click on the tick by there, and then you just come off that. I got the update by here. And you go into Advanced Setup. Okay, so be brought to this screen by here, my friends. It's got an approximate player count of 27,000. I'm not quite sure if that's correct exactly for the players in this mod, but we'll have a little look to see if that is the case. Got the FA Women's Championship and above, so these are the first two, the Super League and the Championship. Got French National and above, so Division 1 and 2 feminine and above. Got 2 divisions in the German League, Scottish Women's Premier League 1 and 2, and we've got the National Women's Soccer League. I think these are all the playable leagues in the game, but I'll have to test this out. So if I just go into start game here, and we'll obviously go through the process now. It does take a little while for that database to load up, so if you give it about 30 seconds or so, it's not like other mods or databases which just load up quite quickly. This one did take a few seconds, but it does eventually load up, guys. Okay, so now we're on this screen by here, so we're going to look through all the teams individually. So we've got by here the Arsenal team in the FA Women's Super League. We've got Bristol and Birmingham. We've got Chelsea, Everton, we've got Liverpool, Man City, Reading, Sunderland and Yeovil. And then if we drop it down to the second division in the Championship, we've got Villa, Brighton, we've got Doncaster, we've got Durham, we've got London Bees, we've got Millwall, Oxford, Sheffield, Tottenham, and then finally Watford. So they are the 2 English divisions. We go through, we've got the French divisions by here, then we've got Arras Football. I'm not even going to pronounce half of these teams because my French pronunciation is terrible. But you've got the French Feminine Division 1 and Division 2. Quite big leagues here for France. And then if we go into the German Bundesliga, we've got a bunch of teams here. You can tell that they've put a lot of work into this. We've got Cologne, we've got Bayern. I think Bayern is probably the biggest women's team. I always see them doing well, and them and Wolfsburg. And then if we drop it down to Division 2, got some teams grayed out by here, but there are a few teams like Kaiserslautern and Leverkusen. We drop it to Scotland, so Scottish Super League here. So we've got Aberdeen, Celtic, we got EUHV. Again, my knowledge on some of these teams is a bit sketchy, so I haven't got a clue who EUHV are. We've got Forfar, we've got Glasgow City, Glasgow Girls, we've got Hamilton, Hibs, Motherwell, Rangers, we've got Spartans, and we've then got Stirling Uni. And then if we drop it down then to the second division of Scotland, Buchan, Central Girls, Cove Rangers, Dundee, Dunfermline, East Fife, Hearts, Kilmarnock, St Johnstone, and Thistle Weir. All the teams here. You'll notice I've got obviously the badges in the game, and I've got the kits. Some of the kits and stuff don't transfer over. For example, Central Girls doesn't have one because obviously Central Girls doesn't exist in the men's database, whereas Celtic and Hearts and teams like that do in the men's database. So it doesn't quite transfer over. And then USA, we've got the National Women's Soccer League Eastern and Western Conferences. So we've got the Eastern Conference by here, and then we finally got the Western Conference as well. There are national teams in this mod as well, which we will have a little look at. We've got Argentina, we've got Austria, Brazil, Canada, we've got England, France, we've got Holland, Ireland, Italy, Mexico, Northern Ireland, Portugal, Scotland, Spain, Turkey, and the USA. What we're going to do for this, though, I think we'll just dive in with Women's Super League. I'm going to go with Liverpool. I'm just going to drop it there, click confirm, and start playing. Okay, so we've just started a brand new fresh game for the purpose of this video with Liverpool ladies. So if I just bring up the Women's Super League, got the teams by here. If I just have a quick look at Liverpool, and let's have a little look at their squad. So valuations and stuff, I don't imagine there's going to be players actually in real life in women's football that are worth 17 million. I might be wrong because my knowledge of women's football is a bit sketchy, but I don't think anybody's worth that much. But obviously they've got to try and balance it with wages and value and stuff for the purpose of the gameplay itself. But we've got a lot of players here. Let's see, we've got Alex Greenwood. She's 23 years of age, left back. We don't actually have the player pictures. Obviously, got the male portraits here. Maybe in the future somebody can work on a graphics pack to get the female faces into the game. I think that'd be amazing. But yeah, fantastic stuff that you've got the ability to do this year. So this is what the women's team looks like for the Liverpool ladies anyway. I think Man City are one of the bigger teams in this division. So have a quick look at their squad as well. I know Steph Houghton is a fantastic player for them. And as expected, yeah, she's worth 47 million in this mod. She's the second most expensive player in the team. Man City got a bit of a monopoly on women's football as well. But Steph Houghton, she's absolutely amazing for them. And they've also got Jill Scott. She's a pretty decent player. I was picking out players that I actually know and heard of. And just going through the team. If I go into the actual England squad by here. And let's go into national team senior squad. Yeah, Steph Houghton's actually valued as the most. Lucy Bronze is another one I've heard of. She's a pretty good defender. Who else have I heard of in this team? Ellen White I've heard of. Tony Duggan I've heard of. She plays for Barca, I think, doesn't she? Oh, look at me for guessing that. She does play for Barca. Up there for thinking, see guys, up there for thinking. I knew she played for Barca. So Barcelona have got a team here, women's team. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're a playable team though. They haven't got the Spanish thing. So they've actually got her in there, but she's not. You can't actually play as Barcelona. But it's nice they've added it in the sense that she does actually play there, like she does in real life. And who else we got? So yeah, this is pretty good. We've got Farah Williams. She's pretty good. Didn't she play for Liverpool before? We'll be able to tell actually, will we? Because it hasn't got the full history of stuff. But I'm pretty sure Farah Williams played for Liverpool. I might be wrong. Pretty good. There's a lot of detail in this. Let us see. I don't think Wales have actually got. I just want to check this up quickly. The Wales ladies team. Okay, so they are on here. Wales are on here. Maybe you can play as them. I don't know. Okay, who we got? Where is she? Jessie Fishlock. Yeah, she's pretty good. Jessie Fishlock's 30 now. She's actually got 100. I'm sure it was like 100 caps or something. 101. There we go. It says over there 101 caps, 29 goals. Seattle. Yeah, she plays in America for Seattle. She's a pretty decent footballer for Wales. So yeah, pretty good mod. My recommendation, guys, go and play it. Check it out. There might be some bugs and stuff. If there are bugs, let the team know on Twitter or Facebook or on Steam. Check it out because I think it's important that we all support women's football. I quite enjoy women's football. Like I said at the start of the video, I recently watched the Wales versus Italy game in the Cyprus Cup. I quite enjoyed that. Pity Wales lost 3-0, but I just feel like it's a nice change of pace from the men's game. I quite enjoy it. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. So yeah, give it a chance, guys. If you're interested in this sort of thing, let me know. Let the guys that are working on the mod know as well. And if you've got any suggestions and stuff or any bugs, let them know as well. And if you want me to do a series on this, I am thinking about giving it a go and doing a series as well. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. I've been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye. Thank you for watching the video. I want to say a massive thank you to all my patrons and all my sponsors on YouTube Gaming. They're currently on the screen right now. For more information, check out all the links in my description and check out the links on the screen as well.